It's looking like it's going to be a $2,500 bill, more than likely. I know I'm gonna get grilled in the comments for this. You get all of the liability and none of the benefits. You guys will be the judge and jury, I guess. I'm trying to keep my expectations low so I can be more happy. How's it going, guys? It's the Peruvian trucker back with another video. I'm coming at you from Saratoga Springs in New York. On my last video I mentioned how I got stuck on a load that got rejected and I had to take back to the shipper. You can check my last video and the live streams that I did before the last video explaining the situation. But basically I had a load that picked up in Laurel, Maryland, going to somewhere in New York. I can't remember. I'll tell you right now though. Sorry, not New York, Vermont. Brattleboro, Vermont. And the receiver declined or rejected the load because they were over capacity. I had to bring the product all the way back to the shipper in Maryland. Roughly 400 miles, and I finally, today, Tuesday, got the final amount that I'm gonna get paid. And I'm kind of on the fence, but I think that given the current market, it is a good number. You guys will be the judge and jury, I guess. I'm getting paid $2.19 per mile for this load that was around 400 miles. So a little over $800 for the day, which, I mean, you want to be at 1,000. That's kind of like a good daily rate, but given the current market, I think that anywhere over 700 a day is a win, given the current conditions. And I would love to hear your thoughts on that. But anyway, I digress. So I'm here in Saratoga Springs because after I delivered that load in Maryland, I picked up in, where did I pick up? My memory is messing with me. I picked up in Northeast Maryland, at the Smithfield in Northeast Maryland, this load, which was a 2-stop load. First stop was in Amsterdam, New York, and the second stop is this one in Saratoga Springs, right? And as I'm sitting here, I got to this place at 6 in the morning for a 7 in the morning appointment. It is now 11:15, so I'm gonna get some nice detention while I've been, catching up on YouTube and watching movie. Well, I didn't get to watch a movie. I was starting, but I got interrupted, and now I'm doing this. So I just got the load that picks up in Champlain, New York, which is literally like next to the United States-Canada border by Montreal. And this load, picks up today, so it's great because it's going to keep me moving. And it's going to Aurora, Illinois, which is also great because it gets me out of the Northeast. And I'm 10 days away from my DOT, from my annual DOT inspection, so I can stop at the Manuka terminal to get that taken care of. So things seem to be working out, in my opinion. We were off to a rough start, but we're on our way to making some money. I want to say some good money, but I'm trying to keep my expectations low so I can be more happy or less concerned. Let's just say that. It's not about more happy, because I am happy. Let's just say so I can be less concerned about meeting up some personal goals. But that's that. We're about to hopefully finish getting unloaded. They were only missing one pallet to unload, so any second now they'll come back with the paperwork and we can start driving. I actually got to call the shipper for the next load to let them know my ETA.
Good, boss.
Thank you very much. Awesome, thank you. Thank you, have a good one. Awesome, we're good to go. I don't want to move just yet though. Let's figure this out.
Merci d'appeler Nelson de la Chine. For service in English, please press 1. Veuillez entrer l'extension de la personne que vous essayez de rejoindre. Suivi.
Well, they actually have a French menu. So close to Canada.
I think you said main menu. Is that correct? Say yes or no, or press 1 for yes or 2 for no.
I hate you. Let's call again. So we are docked and getting loaded. I'm stepping away from the truck a little bit because I have it running and the reefer is at full blast. It's like 1,000,000 degrees right now, and you can't have the truck off for a second without starting to feel like you're fucking without you can't even turn the truck off for a second without feeling like you're burning alive. So I wanted to show you this place because it's one of those places that has like no markings on where to back. And I mean, I guess maybe provide a little bit of an advice or a tip. Where you get a place like this, just try to follow the tire marks from the previous trucks. You know, there's a little bit of wear on the ground. You can see it over here, you know, over time. And you can see that even then, I'm not 100% centered. But good enough. And we're getting loaded. So my camera died while I was recording that last clip. And you know, I'm sitting waiting to get loaded. And I didn't realize, but the border is right there. Like I saw this inspection place. So you can see they have like the bands and everything. But like, you can't see it from here. But from where I was sitting in the truck, you could see the United States, like the welcome to the United States side of the border. I'm guessing that the Canada side is on the other side of the river. But let me see if I can get it for you. trying to get away from the truck so it wouldn't be too loud. But you can see the flag, like right there. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna have to get back in the truck. Yep, so we're back in the truck. There it is, United States of America. That is the border right there. Maybe if I would have noticed sooner, I would have walked all the way there while I'm getting loaded, but at this point, I'm good. I'll just sit here. I got off the phone with the Manuka tractor shop not too long ago. I had to schedule my annual DOT inspection. I'm 10 days away from my current one expiring. If you remember, I was in Salt Lake when I did the last one. I had to replace my fridge, which actually, as I say this, makes me realize that this Insignia fridge that I got has lasted a year without breaking, unlike the Frigidaire that I had before. So I guess that's good. So today is Tuesday, June 25th. It's about to be 3:40 in the afternoon, and this load doesn't deliver until June 27th at 8 p.m. Smells good.
Yeah, these are think bars.
Oh, nice.
And there's creamy peanut butter.
The following Thursday.
So I'm at the Manuka terminal. I got here at around 9:30, 10 o'clock last night, and I had an appointment this morning to get my annual DOT inspection. I woke up on time, drove it to the bay, and they weren't able to pass me because I have a crack across my windshield. I knew that that was a thing. I didn't know that they weren't able to replace windshields at this terminal. I still have 7 days to complete the DOT inspection. I waited until 7 in the morning for my fleet manager to come in, and I shoot him a message explaining that I needed to get to one of the other terminals to get this replaced, and he's going to route me down, more than likely to Springfield because it's the closest one. And as I've been sitting here today, I already got my next load. It's a load that picks up literally on the warehouse next to the one that I'm delivering, and the load is already ready to pick up. So I'm gonna head out in a few minutes. I'm gonna fill up at a TA, the TA in Morris. Then we're gonna head to our delivery location. We're gonna deliver, and then we are going to pick up and head over to Gas City, Indiana. It's only a 4-hour drive, so by midnight, 2 in the morning the latest, I should be finding a spot to park. Except I don't need to because it delivers anytime tomorrow. So I can go to the Walmart in Gas City, deliver, and then find a spot to park and just call it a day then. And that quick run is going to make my day. I don't know what load I'm going to get next, but again, it's probably going to be something that I can just drop in the Springfield terminal for someone else to carry the rest of the way while I take care of my maintenance concerns when it comes to the truck. It's looking like it's going to be a $2,500 bill, more than likely, because I got to replace 2 drives, the windshield, annual DOT inspection. I'm about 5,000 miles away from my oil change and my APU service, so I really don't want to be spending all that money at once, but I'm more than likely just going to knock it all out so I don't have to stop again. Yeah. But we'll see. Well, so we made it to the receiver, and the light is still green. They are not unloading me yet. We're a little bit early, but we already got a door, and I struggled to get it into this door. It's a little bit narrow when it comes to the space in between the doors, but there's plenty of room in front. And so it's not really a hard back, but I was struggling a little bit. I'm just having one of those days. But at the end of the day, all that matters is that I got to my door safely. I did not hit anything. And that's all that matters. You know, it doesn't matter how many times you gotta get out and look. Doesn't matter how many times you gotta pull up to get a good setup or to center yourself. What matters is that you do it safely and that you don't hit anything. I wanted to talk a little bit more about what I mentioned before I left Manuka earlier in this video, which is that I will more than likely spend $2,500 when I get to Springfield to pass my annual DOT inspection. I will more than likely have to replace 2 of my drive tires, the front axle of my drive tires, and this windshield is, well, the windshield is a given. The tires, I'm hoping that I can get away with just one, but more than likely, I mean, just being a mechanic and knowing about this stuff, more than likely it's going to be both tires, that axle. And if they don't have any used tires, it's going to be $1,000 a tire. I replaced the other 2 drives back in March, and they didn't have any used tires. I ended up spending $950 per tire and pretty much emptied my tire fund. I've brought my tire fund up, but not high enough to cover 2 new tires if that's the case. That's why I'm hoping and praying that I'm going to get 2 used ones. But regardless of whether they have new ones or used ones, if I have to replace tires, I have to replace tires. Just taking care of those 2 things, the tires and the windshield, I'm going to be at around $2,500 if they don't have used tires. But I'm also coming up on my APU service. I have like 270 hours left before the service. And my oil change is also about to be due. I'm 5,000 miles away, and I would rather not deal with this all at once, but at the same time, if I'm stopping for one thing, might as well take care of everything. And this is probably going to be the focus and the title of the video, because I know I'm going to get grilled in the comments for this. $3,000, you get all of the liability and none of the benefits because you're doing lease, etc., etc. And I disagree. People can think what they want. I disagree. They have the right to think that, and I see their point of view. Some people don't understand how it works. They can argue that I don't understand how it works. But you know what? The beauty of this country is that even if I'm wrong, I still have the right to make my own decisions. And if I want to run my business to the ground, that is still my right. So I guess I dare you to go to town in the comments. But I'm not overly concerned. Again, I have a tire fund, so that's going to mitigate some of the damage, and the rest is just regular wear and tear, which is something that you are responsible for in any industry, you know, in which you're leasing. If you're leasing a regular car to drive, you are responsible for the consumables. So again, I dare you, go to town. But I disagree. Anyway, I'm going to go back to it. I'm going to try to take a nap, and I guess I'll update you once we get unloaded. Well, guys, I am beyond happy. That's the building where I delivered the last load. They figured it out in record time. I checked in at like 7:14, and by 8:27, I was done. I got the numbers mixed up because I'm dropping on door 37 over here. But as you can see, trailer's empty, trailer's clean. yeah, so far today's been going great, no hiccups, which is all the reason to keep my guard up, because I don't want to have any issues. I'm 225 miles away from my delivery location, so it is about to be 9 o'clock, which means that I can make it there by 1, 2 in the morning the latest, and go find a place to park. This is exactly what I mean by keeping my guard up. Look at that gap. Things were going too good. What's this? I don't know how to address this, but every time that I get a shower, literally the next load is a drop and hook that makes me sweat like a pig and negates the fact that I had a shower 2 hours ago. Such is life, I guess. Let's get rolling.
6 hours later.
Okay guys, so it is dark. It's 5:32 in the morning Eastern time. I delivered a load at Walmart about 45 minutes ago, and I parked at this truck stop, which is like a mile away. Pretty smooth drive. There was a little bit of a detour in some of the country roads in Indiana, and that delayed me probably like 25-30 minutes, because I could only go like 35 miles an hour because the road wasn't that good on the detour. But other than that, arrived, dropped the trailer, picked up the trailer that I'm with right now, or that I have right now, and just ready to go to sleep. Honestly, I'm really tired. Now it's been a while since I had to do this, but I had to replace one of the Glad hand seals on this trailer, and I was shocked. Not shocked, I mean, it's expected. People are lazy, people don't do all of the job, but it's been a while since I had to replace one, and this one was pretty bad. It really surprises me that someone was running with a Glad hand seal as bad as the one that I removed out of this trailer. I'm sure there's worse out there, but that's certainly the worst one I've seen. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you made it to this part of the video, I can't stress this enough. I really truly appreciate anyone that watches and comments on my videos. Yes, I'm saying that I'm daring, but that's mostly for the haters. Anyone that really has genuine good faith input, I really appreciate it. It can help anyone that's watching, anyone that's reading the comments, and even myself, because I do read all the comments and I do try to interact. So once again, thank you. If you made it to this part of the video, I want to thank you for watching, and it is morning already. Let me show you. About time for me to go to sleep. So once again, thank you very much. I can't stress it enough. Have a great week. Bye. Oh, another prime truck. Well guys, so I just woke up not too long ago. I slept for a solid 9 hours. I did wake up in between, but pretty much slept all the way through. And I already have my next load. I got dispatched on it without being asked, and sometimes that's annoying given the current market and what this load pays. I'm all for it. all for this load, not for them dispatching me without asking, but I'm taking it. This is a load that picks up in Anderson, Indiana, about 30 miles away, and it delivers in Denver, Colorado. It's a drop and hook at the pickup, live unload on the 90. So I'm still about 10 hours away from the pickup time, but I called them, the load's not ready yet, so I'm going to eat. And I'm going to eat and nap a little bit more so I can drive it through the night, because that's what this load called for. And then it's actually better because
proceed east on East County Road 500 South in 700 feet. Turn right to exit 4 I-69 South, US 35 South, and Indianapolis.
And then that's actually better because that means that I'll run through the night and basically avoid all the traffic through St. Louis and Indianapolis, so on and so forth.